Good evening, everyone. We will be discussing the fish's behavior and mating behavior. Fishes are the most diverse group of vertebrates, living in oceans, rivers, lakes, and streams. Despite lacking facial expressions and voices, fish communicate and interact in unique instinctive ways. Their behaviors help them survive, reproduce, and thrive underwater.
Fish behavior encompasses the ways fish respond to their environment, influencing how they live, feed, breed, and navigate their surroundings. Understanding fish behavior is valuable not only for scientific study but also for anglers, marine biologists, and curious observers fascinated by underwater life. Fish behavior impacts individual survival, reproduction, success, habitat use, population dynamics, genetic diversity, and overall ecosystem function. We will now play the video discussing the various types of fish behavior.
Have you ever wondered why fish behave the way they do? Well, you're not alone. The movements of fish and their responses to changes in their environment are a captivating mystery that has intrigued many, from casual observers to dedicated marine biologists. This is the fascinating world of fish behavior. Fish behavior is, in essence, the fish's response to its environment. It's an intricate dance of interactions between a fish and its surroundings, influenced by changes in the waters and the habits of the fish. It's not just about survival. It's about how a fish lives, breathes, eats, and reproduces. It's about how a fish navigates its world. But why should we care about fish behavior? Well, understanding fish behavior isn't just an academic exercise. It's essential for everyone, from the angler hoping to reel in the big one, to the marine biologist studying the health of our oceans, to the curious observer simply fascinated by the underwater world. For the angler, understanding fish behavior can mean the difference between a successful catch and going home empty-handed. For the marine biologist, it's a window into the health and sustainability of our aquatic ecosystems, and for the curious observer, it's simply a fascinating peek into a world that is often out of sight and out of mind. But that's not all. Fish behavior also has broader implications. It affects everything from the growth and survival of individual fish, to the success of their reproduction, to the habitats they use, to the dynamics of their populations and their genetic diversity. It even influences the functioning of entire ecosystems. So understanding fish behavior is more than just knowing why fish do what they do. It's about understanding the complex interplay between fish and their environment and the far-reaching implications of their actions. As we delve into this topic, we'll explore various aspects of fish behavior, from feeding patterns to courtship rituals, migration, and more. We'll uncover the mysteries of these aquatic creatures and gain a deeper appreciation of their role in our world. So, let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of fish behavior. Fish exhibit several types of behaviors, each serving specific purposes. Let's dive into the first couple of these behaviors: feeding and courtship. Feeding behavior varies dramatically across species. Some fish, known as visual feeders, rely heavily on their sight to find food. They scan their environment, looking for any movement or color that might signal a meal. On the other hand, tactile feeders employ a more touch-centered approach. They use their bodies and specialized appendages to feel out their meals, often in dark or murky waters where sight isn't as reliable. Finally, we have olfactory feeders. These fish have a highly developed sense of smell, allowing them to detect the scent of prey in the water. In some cases, they can even discern the direction from which the scent is coming, leading them straight to their next meal. But the intricacies of fish behavior don't stop at feeding. Let's talk about the dance of attraction, courtship, and mating behavior. While the female guards the eggs, the male might patrol the potential threats. Understanding these behaviors is not just fascinating, it's crucial for maintaining healthy fish populations. These behaviors are complex and varied, reflecting the diversity of fish species and their adaptation to different environments. Every action, every movement, every decision a fish makes contributes to its survival and overall health. From the way they hunt to the way they woo, fish are sophisticated creatures with a set of behaviors as diverse and intricate as their scales. And these behaviors are just the beginning. From migration to territorial disputes, fish have more tricks up their fins. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of fish behavior in the next part of this series. Continuing with our exploration of fish behavior, let's look at migration and territorial behaviors. Migration is truly one of the most fascinating behaviors exhibited by fish. Many species undertake incredible journeys, navigating vast distances to reach specific locations. Picture this: salmon battling currents and leaping up waterfalls, swimming upstream to the very waters where they were born, and they're doing this just to spawn. Or consider oceanic species that traverse entire oceans, adapting to an array of environmental conditions along the way. These journeys aren't just physically demanding, they require an incredible sense of direction and timing. Just as remarkable is the territorial behavior of fish. Fish are not just aimlessly swimming around, but why do fish go through all this trouble? Well, it's all about survival and propagation. Migration often links to breeding and feeding. Fish move to areas where they can find abundant food or suitable conditions for laying eggs. As for territorial behavior, it ensures they have the necessary resources to thrive and reproduce. By staking a claim on a certain area, a fish guarantees access to food and a safe place for its offspring. And let's not forget about the impact these behaviors have on the broader ecosystem. The migration of fish can influence nutrient distribution and availability in different regions. Territorial behavior, on the other hand, can affect the structure of fish communities and the diversity within a habitat. So, as you can see, these behaviors aren't just fascinating to observe, they're crucial for the survival of the species and the functioning of aquatic ecosystems. And that's not all. Fish also have social behaviors. Finally, let's talk about the social behaviors of fish. Schooling and shoaling are fascinating phenomena that are commonly observed in many species. When fish swim together in a coordinated manner, they are said to be schooling. This behavior provides many advantages, such as increased safety from predators. A single fish is easier to target, but a large moving group can confuse and deter potential threats. On the other hand, shoaling refers to fish grouping together for social reasons, but without the coordinated movement found in schooling. Shoaling can also boost survival rates, facilitate communication, and enhance feeding efficiency. Fish in a shoal have a higher chance of finding food due to the combined effort of many eyes and noses. These social behaviors aren't just fascinating to observe, they're also key to the survival and success of many fish species. Understanding these behaviors provides us with a deeper insight into the life of fish. Now that we've learned about the various types of fish behaviors, why should we study them? A great question indeed. Studying fish behavior is not just a fascinating endeavor, but it's also an essential one. The insights we gain from understanding the ways of our finned friends have far-reaching implications, particularly in the field of commercial fishing. Consider the concept of capture efficiency. By understanding the behavior of fish, especially their feeding and migratory patterns, fishermen can choose more efficient fishing techniques. Imagine placing nets based on fish migration patterns. This would significantly increase the catch, wouldn't it? Then there's the matter of selectivity. When we understand how fish behave, we can develop more selective fishing gear. This gear can significantly reduce the catch of non-target species, minimizing the impact on the environment. This is not just about catching more fish, but also about preserving the delicate balance of our aquatic ecosystems. And let's not forget the sustainability of fish resources. By studying the feeding, migration, and reproductive habits of fish, we can design sustainable fishing techniques. These techniques help prevent the decline in fish stocks and maintain the balance of the ecosystem. Our seas and oceans are not limitless, and neither are their inhabitants. By studying fish behavior, we're taking steps towards preserving these resources for future generations. It's not just about the fish either. Knowledge of fish behavior allows us to avoid fishing methods that cause excessive suffering to fish, contributing to their welfare and ethics in fishing. And finally, the data we gather on fish behavior plays a crucial role in making effective fisheries management decisions. Policies based on an understanding of fish behavior are more likely to maintain resource sustainability. In essence, studying fish behavior goes beyond pure scientific curiosity. It plays a vital role in our interaction with the aquatic world, from commercial fishing to conservation efforts, and even to the ethical treatment of fish. So, the next time you see a fish swimming, remember, There's a lot more going on than meets the eye. Fish behavior, a fascinating and complex field, sheds light on the lives of our aquatic friends. It's a world full of intrigue and beauty, from the way they find food, be it through sight, touch, or smell, to their intricate courtship dances and their incredible migrations across vast. Choose more efficient and selective fishing techniques, ensuring the sustainability of fish resources and the welfare of the fish themselves. It guides us in making effective policies for fisheries management, maintaining resource sustainability. So keep exploring, keep learning, and always remember, the world of fish is full of surprises.
Moving on, we will be playing the 3 methods of fish reproduction video. Before fish can actually mate, they first go through different behaviors to attract a partner. Some fish change their colors, making themselves look more vibrant and noticeable, while others perform special swimming movements to show they are ready. Male fish sometimes go even further by doing courtship dances or building nests to impress the females. There are also species that release chemicals called pheromones into the water to attract potential mates. In fish like cichlids and bettas, males become territorial, guarding a certain area and trying to invite females into their space. All these behaviors are really important because they help fish choose strong and healthy mates, and they also make reproduction more successful. Without these behaviors, it would be much harder for fish to find the right partner and continue their species.
We will now be playing a video about the methods of fish reproduction.
How do fishes mate? Well, unlike the majority of mammals, which have genitals, fish do not. And instead, they actually have 3 methods of reproduction. They got options. Now, the first method is oviparity. This process is used by around 90% of fish, and basically in this process, the female fish will lay her eggs on the ground, and then the male has the option of either directly throwing his sperm all over the eggs to fertilize them, or 2, the male can throw his sperm into the open water where it'll eventually meet the eggs in the zooplankton layer. The second method of reproduction by fish is called ovoviviparity, and this is somewhat similar in our process of how we humans actually make children. Basically, the male will use the gondopodium, which is basically its ass fin, and it will deposit its sperm into the female fish to fertilize the eggs inside of her. So basically, in this method, fish have the embryos develop inside eggs inside of them rather than leaving their eggs out in the open. So it's a lot more safe in this process. And the fish that are most notable for using this method are sharks. And now the final method for fish mating is viviparity. Basically, males do the same thing as last time. Talk about unoriginal, but I digress. Now, the fish in this process are given their nutrients by a placenta-like structure, sort of like an umbilical cord in a sense for the fish embryo. And then, basically after 2 to 4 weeks pass, the fish pushes out a fully formed fish. Hope this was helpful. Maybe I'll do birds next time. I don't know.
Thank you for your attention.